Indian history. Highlights of the lesson. Students will develop an understanding of key events and characteristics of ancient, medieval and modern period. Explore the Middle Ages, including the rise and fall of empires, feudalism, and cultural developments in Europe, Asia, and Africa. Events and innovations in modern history, foreign invasion and British in India. We learn. Indian history has been divided into 3 periods. 1. Ancient. 2. Medieval. 3. Modern. Hi, Priya. You speak very good English. Yes. I learned from my father. You know how did we get this language? No. I just followed my father. This language was introduced by the British. Who are these people? Come, let us discuss how India has become more famous for many languages. India before independence. What's that British rule? Oh, I want to know how our country was before independence. Come, let's ask our teacher to tell more about that. India is a country in South Asia whose name comes from the Indus River. The other name India is Bharat, which is given after the ancient mythological emperor Bharat from the epic of Mahabharata. History is the study of past according to the events of different periods. Indian history can be divided into 3 periods. 1. Ancient India period. 2. Medieval period. 3. Modern period. Ancient period. The Indus Valley civilization flourished around 2500 BCE to 1500 BCE near the Indus River. The most famous sites of this period are the great cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Both are located now in Pakistan. Indus Valley civilization was an urban civilization which had well-planned cities. They had great buildings like Great Bath and the Great Granary. Other remains such as seals, pottery, jewelry, etc. tell us about the lives and customs of the people. Medieval period. At the end of 7th century CE, the powerful rulers of Central Asia were looking for expansion of their kingdoms. They were more attracted to India's wealth. A series of raids were made on India. Muhammad Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori, who looted and took away great wealth from India. Muhammad Ghori appointed Turkish slave called Qutbuddin Aybak as the governor of North India. After Muhammad Ghori's death, Qutbuddin Aybak became the first Sultan of Delhi called Delhi Sultanate. Since he was a slave, his dynasty is called Slave Dynasty. After the decline of Delhi Sultanate, North India was divided into many small kingdoms. The first Mughal emperor Babur came to India in 1526 CE and laid the foundation of the Mughal Empire in India. He was succeeded by his son, Humayun. Akbar succeeded Humayun in 1556 CE. He is remembered as the greatest of the Mughal emperors. He conquered many kingdoms and administered them wisely. Jahangir and Shah Jahan titled after him. Aurangzeb, who ruled for 50 years, was the last important ruler of the Mughal dynasty. With his death, the mighty Mughal Empire began to decline. Around the 18th century, other rulers such as Rajput, Sikhs, Marathas and the state of Mysore became powerful and rebelled against the Mughal authority. Modern period. India has a long record of foreign invasions. Hundreds of years ago, the Arabs and the Europeans traded with India. They traded mainly over land. India at that time was a very rich country, famous for its spices, gold, pearls and silk. European trade with India. The first European who visited India by sea route was the Portuguese navigator, Vasco da Gama. He went around Africa and landed at Calicut in Kerala. The Portuguese started trading with India, mainly in spices and silk. India was visited by a large number of traders. They were the Dutch, French, and English traders. Soon, they started fighting against each other to get a bigger share of the trade for themselves. The British, after securing permission from the Queen of England, Elizabeth I, established the East India Company in 1600 to trade with India. Do you know? The Portuguese established trading centers along the west coast of India, and these centers were called factories. British control in India. The wealth taken by British from India was used to fund the Industrial Revolution in Britain. Due to increase in the industries in Britain, they needed more raw materials and they needed market to sell their finished goods. To overcome the above situation, they wanted to control the land in India. The British took advantage of the constant fighting among Indian rulers and started gaining control over India. Battle of Plassey. To have control over land and to expand their market in India, the first stage of conquest was started and wanted to have a base in Bengal. Then Bengal was ruled by Siraj-ud-Daulah. The battle was fought on 23rd June 1757. In this battle, the British defeated Siraj-ud-Daulah, the Nawab of Bengal, and got hold over Bengal. Over the next 100 years, they extended their control over the Indian territories. Discontentment among the Indians. The officers of the East India Company used unfair means to accumulate wealth. The Indian farmers were forced to grow crops like indigo and cotton, which provided the British with raw materials for their factories, and the British used to buy at very low cost. As a result, the farmers suffered economically. They became poorer, while the British made huge profits. The milk cloth made by the British industries was sold in Indian market. This was cheaper and of better quality than the cloth made by local weavers. So more and more people bought it. As a result, the Indian cottage industry suffered and workers became poorer. Laws of the British. The British made unjust laws through which they could take control over many kingdoms in India. One such law is, if a ruler died without a child, then the kingdom would be taken over by the British, called Doctrine of Lapse. This made the kings and nawabs of India very unhappy. Doctrine of lapse was introduced by Lord Dalhousie, the British Governor-General. Another policy was introduced by Lord Wellesley called subsidiary alliance. According to this policy, Indian rulers could have to maintain a permanent British army in their kingdom and pay for its maintenance. The First War of Independence. The revolt of 1857 in the British rule brought about dissatisfaction among the public, rulers of Indian provinces and the soldiers. Bahadur Shah Zafar. The resentment against the foreign rule was growing among many sections of the society. The main cause of the revolt by the Indian soldiers was of new rifles they had to use. To load these rifles, Enfield, the soldiers had to bite off the ends of greased cartridges. A rumor spread among the soldiers that the cartridges were greased with the fat of cows and pigs. The Hindus regard cows as sacred, and Muslims regard pigs as unclean. So the rumor angered both the Hindu and the Muslim soldiers. On 29 March 1857, an Indian soldier Mangal Pandey attacked a British officer near Barakpur, Calcutta, now Kolkata. For this he was hanged on 8 April 1857. There was widespread discontent and anger among the Indian soldiers. On 10 May 1857, Indian soldiers in Meerut, U.P. shot their officers and took over Meerut. Then they marched to Delhi and persuaded the last Mughal old Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar to take the charge of the revolt. The revolt spread rapidly to other parts of India. Different leaders led the revolt in different parts of India. Some of them are Nana Sahib, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Tansha Tope, Liaquat Ali, Begum Hazrat Mahal, Kunwar Singh, etc. But the British had superior weapons. The revolt of 1857, also known as the First War of Independence, was finally crushed by the British. However, the British were alarmed by the revolt. Let's recall. The Indus Valley Civilization was the earliest civilization known to exist in the Indus Valley region. The Indo-Aryans came to India from Central Asia in about 1500 BCE. Mughal Emperor Babur founded the Mughal Empire in India in 1526 CE. After the Battle of Plassey, the British became the rulers of Bengal and soon brought India under their control. Unhappy with the British rule, Indians revolted in 1857. Glossary. Dynasty. A series of rulers who belong to the same family. Civilization. A society, culture and a way of life during a particular period. Janpadas. The areas where the Indo-Aryan tribes settled. Mahajanabdas. The Janpadas which grew into large and powerful kingdoms. Doctrine of lapse. A rule imposed by the British on Indian rulers. If the ruler does not have an heir, then the kingdom goes to British.